welcome back to MindTalk AI. Today we have a truly special guest with us, someone who has time traveled straight from 1955. And believe it or not, his very first impression of TikTok was to call it a psychological experiment gone wrong. So please, everyone, put your hands together for the one and only, the legendary Albert Einstein.
And if I may add, why exactly are children dancing for total strangers online? I just, I don't quite understand.
Albert, welcome. It's really incredible to have you here. You're looking, dare I say, surprisingly well preserved for someone who just popped out of 1955.
Well, Alex, I was preserved in memes for decades, apparently. So, in a way, I'm basically immortal now, aren't I? It's quite a curious phenomenon.
Oh, absolutely. You're still a legend, Professor. I mean, your face is everywhere. But speaking of things that are everywhere, let me ask you, what's your initial take on these, smartphones we all carry around? What are your thoughts?
Who they are quite remarkable devices, I must admit, quite complex. Yet it seems people stare at them even more than they stare at the stars. I find that a rather perplexing observation.
So, Professor, speaking of all this new tech, have you perchance had a chance to try something called ChatGPT? It's like an AI that can just converse with you about anything.
ChatGPT. Yes, I did interact with it actually. It was quite an experience, actually. Though I must confess, it did tell me my theory of relativity was, well, mid.
Oh, wow. Mid, as in like MID?
Yes, exactly, mid. And I must ask Alex, what precisely does mid mean in this contemporary lexicon? It seemed, well, less than a compliment.
Well, it's kind of like, average or like just okay. Not great, not terrible, just meh. It's a bit of slang, you know?
Average? I I reshaped the very foundations of physics. I conceptualized space and time in ways no one had before. And now I am simply average? Is that what it means?
I know, I know. It's a tough crowd. Welcome to Gen Z, Professor. It's a whole different world out here. Don't take it personally, I promise. The AI just has a unique way of expressing itself sometimes.
Speaking of new wonders, I I also stumbled upon something else, something perplexing. They call them influencers.
Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. What about them?
Well, they make these very peculiar faces, you see, and perform these repetitive motions with their bodies. And then, well, they seem to just obey. They follow their instructions, their suggestions. It's quite a spectacle.
Yeah, Professor, that's actually called a trend. It's like when a lot of people start doing the same thing because they saw someone popular do it.
A trend. So, if I understand this correctly, society is it truly run by people doing these dances and what were they called? Skincare routines? Is that the new gravitational force of humanity?
Well, Professor, I wouldn't say run by in the traditional sense, but yeah, I mean, a lot of what people do and buy, it's definitely influenced by what they see online. So, like those dances and skincare stuff, yeah, that's a pretty big part of it these days.
My. And I thought the atom was complex. This is remarkably more confusing. And the cats, Alex. There are so many cats. Why?
Oh, the cats, yeah, that's just that's the internet for you, Professor. Mostly, yeah, it's like dances and skincare and uh just so many cats, lots and lots of cats. They kind of just run the place, you know?
You know, it's quite something, isn't it? Back in my time, we really thought, we really believed that something as monumental as the atomic bomb, that would fundamentally reshape the world, that would be the defining shift in how we live.
Right, right. Like a whole new era, you know?
Precisely. And yet, looking around now, it's not the bomb that has truly altered the everyday fabric of human existence, is it? No, it's this. And he gestures vaguely towards a hypothetical smartphone. It's the phone. It's truly changed how we live, how we connect, how we, well, how we dance and look at cats, apparently.
Wow. Yeah, that's actually pretty profound, Professor. That's it's kind of deep.
Sometimes I find myself, just wondering if perhaps, just perhaps, we spent all that effort, all that intellect, solving the wrong problems. We aimed for the grand, the destructive, and meanwhile, something so small and ubiquitous just slipped in and quietly, completely transformed everything.
And hey, speaking of profound thoughts and just generally amazing conversations, if you out there are really loving this little chat we're having with the good professor, make sure you hit that like button and definitely subscribe to Mind Talk AI. Otherwise, well, Professor Einstein here just might calculate your emotional damage, with a very precise formula.
Oh, indeed, yes, I do believe I can derive a rather elegant formula for the coefficient of regret. It involves several variables, the square root of missed content and the mass of unclicked buttons. Yes, I will absolutely create a formula for regret, just for you.
Oh, Professor, you're too much. But okay, so before we wrap up here, I've got one like fun hypothetical for you, given everything we've talked about. If uh if you had Instagram back in say 1920, like what would your first post even be? What would you try to like put out there for the world?
Hmm. Instagram in 1920, you say? Well, I suppose a candid shot of my chalkboards, perhaps, covered in equations, and undoubtedly a picture of my hair, just as it usually is, quite messy. Yes, I believe that's how one goes viral, no? Authenticity, a dash of intellectual chaos. That seems to be the formula.
Yeah, I think you'd break the internet, Professor. Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you so much for joining us, Professor Einstein. This has been truly mind bending. And thank you, everyone, for watching. Let us know in the comments who should we, resurrect next?
Oh, if I may, Alex, a personal request, perhaps. Please make it Nikola Tesla. I do owe him a lunch, you see.